What's good, my dudes? It's Mitch, aka Ben the Man, aka DWI Blitz, coming at you again with a quick tutorial on Barrows for all you one defense peers out there. I know it is not necessarily the most lucrative or the funnest experience, but we're going to make it as good as we can. I've been making pretty decent money, and as far as RNG goes, I think when I was starting out, I had 22 chests and 3 different loots, so it can be really good. It's just dependent on how you're doing it. It's really fun to break up the monotony of just training and questing and all that nonsense with a little bit of PVM like this. So just wanted to let you guys kind of know how I rock this out. Another quick update, I have been working pretty hard on this fucking account. Been the man TV, dude. We're up at 40 attack, 42 strength, 40 defense, 40 range, 33 prayer, and 35 magic. I'm still just camping at Chaos Druids. I know there's got to be a meta, and if you guys want to give me some advice on creating a main, I haven't done it in so long. There's so much new in-game content that I can't even keep up. Let me know what are some things that I should do, some quests that I might want to check out, and all that kind of stuff in the comments below. You can get at me on Twitter or check me out on stream. I'll be on there tonight at 4 o'clock. That being said, making good progress. I think I'm going to take a break and just start questing on that as soon as I can. But back to Barrows. So as far as it goes, I'm using DWI Blitz for this, checking out the stats. Nothing substantial, nothing under par. I'm using ancients and burst spells. What I'm going to do is I'm going to compile a list of everything I used, how much the supplies cost, how many casts it ended up taking, legitimately everything down to the T, just so we're being as accurate as we can, and I'm giving you guys good information that's going to help you do something similar in the future. As far as inventory goes, I'm going to be using 5 Ceradom and Bruise 4, do 7 Super Restores. I've got a Ring of Wealth, Silly Switch. I'm always going to get to 100%, and some people might think that doesn't help too much. We're going to rock it out anyway, just see what we can do. It's been good to me since I started. I've got 4 Anglerfish. I've got Teleports to House, as well as a couple of Barrows tabs. The way that I'm going to keep track is I'm going to monitor how many water runes I'm starting with, and then I'm going to check the end number. Those are the only runes that you're not going to get as a reward from Barrows, so that'll give me a pretty accurate number on casts. The only thing I can't account for is any blood spells, but I'm going to try to stay away from those, like I said, just to be as accurate as possible. As far as gear goes, I'm just going as good a mage experience as I can. We've got Elder Robes with Wizard Boots, Ancient Book completely filled out, that Book of Darkness, Regen Bracelet for some health, Seer's Ring, Ancient Staff, and that Imbued Zami Cape. In inventory, I'm going to keep the Fire Cape. That's just for tank defense when you're going through the tunnel, as much as that's going to help. I've got an Occult just for better mage damage, a Robin Hood, as well as the chaps. Gonna have a Blowpipe, gonna use that special attack just to try to keep the HP up and use less supplies, and then a Carol's Bow when we're running through the tunnels and when we're fighting all of the bosses like Carol and Aram. So that being said, let's go ahead and get this started. I'm gonna go ahead and pop out to 2 Barrows. We're just gonna get it going, my man. That being said, the route that I run is Darok, Varric, Torag. We're going to go Carol, Arams, and then Guthin. I always hope that you get that Guthin Spear just because I'm super OG. Back when that thing was like 10 mil and World 2 was a absolute shit show. It was the coolest thing ever, man. Merchant thing was super fun. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and start over on Darok. I don't pot up or anything. I just auto cast for that spell there. I don't do a lot of prayer flicking. Yeah, so don't fucking do that, but nonetheless, I'm not going to be doing a whole bunch of player flicking. It's just not something I'm great at this point. I don't have a ton of experience with doing it, but it is something that I'm going to practice and be working on a little bit later. My goal when I play is to enjoy this and have a good time. Doing stuff that frustrates me consistently doesn't usually fall onto my docket of shit to do. So I'm going to go ahead and run through these pretty quick. We'll get you an update at the end, see if this is lucrative or if it's something that could be left for the birds, and I appreciate you joining. Let's get it.
My brothers don't die, we just Vossi bar. I tell your girl to link me at the coffee shop. My brothers don't die, we just Vossi bar. We just Vossi bar. Lie. My brothers brothers don't die, we just Vossi bop. I tell your girl to link me at the coffee shop. Getting freaky in the sheets, we're taking body shots. Then I finish with a facial just to top it off. My brothers don't die, we just Vossi bop. I tell your girl to link me at the coffee shop. Getting freaky in the sheets, we're taking body shots. Then I finish with a facial just to top it off. We just Vossi bop. We just Vossi bop. We just Vossi bop. My brothers don't die, we just Vossi bop. I tell your girl to link me at the coffee shop. Getting freaky in the sheets, we're taking body shots. Then I finish with a facial just to top it off. My brothers don't die, we just Vossi bop. I tell your girl to link me at the coffee shop. Getting freaky in the sheets,
Not bad.
body shots. Hey, my brothers don't die. 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 This is on the city, we the hottest in the world. This is on the city, we the hottest in the world. This is on the city, we the hottest in the world. This is on the city, we the hottest in the world. What we telling them, look. My brothers don't die, we just Vossi bop. I tell your girl to link me at the coffee shop. Getting freaky in the sheets, we're taking body shots. Then I finish with a facial just to top it off. My brothers don't die, we just Vossi bop. I tell your girl to link me at the coffee shop. Getting freaky in the sheets, we're taking body shots. Then I finish with a facial just to top it off. Lie. My brothers don't die, we just Vossi bop. I tell your girl to link me at the coffee shop. Getting freaky in the sheets, we're taking body shots. Then I finish with a facial just to top it off. My brothers don't die, we just Vossi bop. I tell your girl to link me at the coffee shop. Getting freaky in the sheets, we're taking body shots. Then I finish with a facial just to top it off. We just Vossi bop. We just Vossi bop. We just Vossi bop.
Not bad.
DPGC, you should be turning it up. CBT, LBC, yeah, we hooking back up. And when they bang this in the club, baby, you got to get up. Cause homies, the homies, yeah, they giving it up. Go live, yo live, boy, we living it up. Taking chances while we dancing in the party for sure. Slip my girl a 44 when she crept in the back door. Chickens looking at me strange, but you know I don't care. Step up in the smoke, just a swing in my head. Trick, quit talking, quick walk if you down to sit. Take a bullet with some and take this smoke on this jet. Out of town, put it down for the father of rap. And if you happen to get cracked, trick, shut your trap. Come back, get back, that's the part of success. If you believe in the X, you'll be relieved. Da 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 da. It's the one and only Eagle Double G. Da 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 da. It's the one and only Eagle Double G. Da 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 da. It's the one and only Eagle Double G. Da 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 da. It's the one and only Eagle Double G.
Hold up. Hey, woman, so we can we small. We don't play. We gon' rock it till the wheels fall off. Hold up. Hey, woman, so we rock it too. Wake up. See, hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey, woman, so we small. We don't play. We gon' rock it till the wheels fall off. Hold up.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. That'll conclude that trip though. Real fast. Mitchell. That's that.
2 hours later.
Alright, boysies, we are done with the fun. That being said, it wasn't terrible. We got 3 loots done out of that 1 inventory, which, like I said, with 1 defense isn't terrible. I would not be hard-pressed in saying that you could be a little more efficient and maybe squeeze 4 or 5 out of there if you were, like I said, flicking and doing things that were just a little bit more efficient. I just wanted to get that done, shoot a video, show you guys that it can be done with 1 defense, and you can get multiple chests in without having to bank a whole bunch and waste a bunch of time. So all in all, that took me around 30 minutes. So if you double everything that I did, it's going to give you a pretty accurate per hour breakdown. Before I went, I had spent $261,000 or coins, I suppose, on just the supplies for that, and that includes the 125 ice bursts that I needed. That being said, with the loots that I got, the total that I spent on supplies was going to be $160,000. So I spent $160K. The 3 chests that I got ended up getting me $191,801 GP. So that's a total profit of $31,482, about 63K if you do that twice in the hour. The XP rates that I got were 16,000 magic experience over the hour. Like I said, you got to multiply what I actually did by 2. 13.5k range XP on the hour, and then it would be about 8,405 hit points experience. Like I said, I did have to put up a little bit of money to pay for those 125 ice bursts, but by the time I'd finished, I got 523 chaos, which was more than I used, and 376 death runes, which was actually about 100 more than I used too. That being said, I didn't end up getting an item on those 3 chests, but I went 3 for 22. And let's say you would have got a 1 mil item on those, instead of having it be, you know, your 60k an hour, it would end up being closer to 2 mil an hour. So you can kill it. It's just dependent on the RNG, but it gives you a break from grinding, breaks out that monotony, lets you do some higher level mini games and keep progressing your account. Not a lot of people are aware that you can do this kind of fun stuff with the pure, and let me show you a little clip as to why you shouldn't check your ping when you're doing really click intensive things like Barrows. Yeah, for what?
Oh, no.
You're shitting me. Alright, my dogs, that's it for today. I appreciate you checking me out. You can catch me on stream at twitch.tv/bin_the_man, Twitter/bin_the_man, and I will be streaming today doing a little bit of PvP.